Hi, everyone. My name is Smita. I'm from Seattle area, and I'm very happy to be here this evening with you all for evening meditation. This is, I think, my first time with this timing, and Footsoak joining. So I'm really happy to be here. I've been meditating my whole life, so this is something that I've been doing for a long time, but I feel like no matter how long you're doing it, there's always so much that you learn and grow with. So it's a never ending journey. Um, I know we have a mix of people here, from people who are more on the newer side and people who have also been doing it for many, many years. So I think one of my favorite things about this meditation is the collective aspect of it. Someone asked me recently, like, oh, I didn't think meditation was something you did with other people. And I think that's one of the really special things about Sahaja Yoga meditation is that it relies on the community and the experience of meditating with other people, and um, just how joyful and elevating that is. And I'm sure you're all here because you feel that, because it's a lot, it's much easier to meditate with other people and typically can lead to even deeper experiences, or maybe just different experiences, not always deeper. Um, so we are gonna, I think, get started right about now. Um, Hopefully everyone has their foot soak bucket with them in front of them, ready to go. So just make sure you are um, comfortable, you have everything you need, and we will start by raising up our energy, giving ourselves a bandhan. So let's go ahead and do that all together. And I hope my sound is working okay. I think it's a little low, and it was being a little static before, but hopefully you can all hear me well enough. Um, let's go ahead and give a bandhan to our foot soak before we put our feet inside.
We can hear you perfectly fine now, Smita.
Okay, great. All right, so with our foot soak today, we will start with some balancing. I think many of us enjoy a foot soak at the end of a day just to release and refresh ourselves for our evening and let go of all the things that happened in our day that we don't need to hold on to. So let's have our hands relaxed but open on our lap. Let's close our eyes and bring our attention inside. Our attention sometimes wants to float away, but we're going to gently pull it back inside of our being. And just take a few deep breaths to help ground us in this moment. So let's take our hands and just hold them at the level of our heart. And we can ask inside of ourselves, how am I doing today? What is the state of my inner being? When our hands are in our lap, sometimes we're feeling the energy of the world around us or of our current environment. And by bringing our hands up to our heart, we can just focus that in on ourselves and our spirit and just ask, how am I doing today? It's also a good way to feel if one hand is feeling heavier than the other, or maybe cooler or hotter. So I'm feeling a lot of movement and tingles, some heaviness on my left hand. So we're going to clear that. We can put our left hand back on our lap and our right hand towards the Mother Earth. And use the element of the earth that is so grounding, so solid, so cleansing, and feel that gravity and that pull. And we can surrender to the Mother Earth, surrender all of our emotions that brought us out of balance today. Surrender our laziness, surrender all of our desires. And we can detach ourselves from these things that bring us out of balance. So we can say, I am not my emotions. I am not my desires. I am not my fears. And I am not these thoughts. And we can just feel all of those things flow out of our right hand into the earth. As soon as we're ready to let go of these things, they leave us. It's only our attachment that keep things weighing on us. So we just feel that detachment, feel that I'm ready to let go of these emotions. We can bring our right hand back to our lap and once again bring our hands up to the level of our heart. And see, hopefully our left hand should be feeling a little bit lighter, a little bit cooler. And if we need to now give some love to our right side, so we can bring both hands back to our lap and bring our left hand facing up towards the sky, up towards the ether. And same thing here, let's feel everything that is not welcome leave our system through our hand into the air. And here we can say, I am not my thoughts. I am not my actions. I am not this ego or this super ego. I am my true self, which is my spirit. Any thoughts, any reactions we've had in our day, we can just detach from. And even if thoughts are coming in your mind right now, you can just say, not this, and allow those to drift out of our hands. We bring our hands once more back to the level of our heart. And see if we can feel a little bit lighter, a little bit cooler. There might still be things that we need to let go of today, but overall, we just want to feel that we're surrendering and letting go, and that will work it out. Let's take our right hand at the base of our spine in front of us and just slowly lift up our energy a few times. Make sure to follow your hand with your attention as we bring it up to the top of our heads. And we can do this 2 more times. If you pay really close attention, you can also feel when your hand feels heavier or warmer, even as it rises. Some places there's more resistance, so we can pay attention just to learn more about what is happening in our system today. And then at the top of our heads, we can just do a little circular massage. Sometimes relaxing the skin relaxes the actual inner being as well. We always feel better after a massage, and our system can feel that too, our vibrations. So let's just check above our heads, a few inches above on our right hand. And also with our left hand. And just we'll sit for just a moment. With our attention at the top of our heads, where we just placed it very intentionally. So right before we finish our foot soak, we can just take down the energy on both of our sides and push it toward in the direction of the water. This is just in case we missed anything that we want to not have sticking to us today. We can just, with our attention and with our hands, push it towards our foot soak. And we'll take a moment now to rinse off our feet and set our bucket aside to dump after we're done. So when you're done taking your feet out of the water and rinsing it, we'll just give a moment or two more if anyone needs to finish that, and then we will do a short meditation. Sometimes after we've flushed away everything from our foot soak, it feels good to then meditate and focus on restoring all the qualities that we want to be embodying in our day-to-day life and in our personality. So foot soak can help get rid of the things we don't want, and then we can kind of shift our attention to filling up our system, filling up our cup with all the wonderful qualities that we want to manifest. And also, if there's anything we're still really feeling on our hands, we can continue to give some attention and love to those chakras, those centers. And we might all be feeling different things, but oftentimes, as you've maybe noticed, we will feel the same things because we are in this meditation together. So we're all connected to each other in our meditation, and we can feel that on a subtle level. So oftentimes what we feel as a group will be different than what you feel just on your own. So let's open up our hands on our lap once more. And let's bring our right hand to our heart. I've been feeling a lot of heart on my hands. So the pinkies correspond with this center here. So I think whether it's just me or if other people are feeling it too, it's nice to put some attention there. So we can bring our attention to our heart. And the qualities, as we know, are love and security and fearlessness. So we want all of those qualities in our life so that we feel secure, we feel the love that the world has to offer, we feel capable of giving love, and we don't have any fear driving our actions or our words. So here we can say some affirmations for those qualities. And you can even say your own. There's no wrong or right way to say it. I'll say a few, and if you have affirmations that resonate with what's happening in your life right now, you can also say that around these qualities. So we can just say, let me feel the love in my heart. Let me express the love in my heart to those around me. Let me feel my heart be open to receive the love around me. We can also say confidently inside ourselves, I am fearless. We can also say, I am love. And we can give a little bandhan around our heart to just help there be movement. So it's not just stuck. We can also say, let me feel, or let me be courageous to show love. Give me the courage to show and express my love. We're going to bring our attention next to our throat area. And again, we'll give a little bandhan here, moving towards the left always with our bandhan. And this center is so closely connected to our heart because this is where we verbally express things. So whatever is in our heart gets expressed through this center. So we can start by saying, I am not guilty. I am not guilty for my past words and actions. And inside we can ask to manifest the qualities of sweetness and diplomacy in how we communicate. So we can say, let me be sweet and diplomatic with my words, with my voice. We can continue upwards to our forehead, placing our hands flat across our forehead, tilting our head down a little bit and just allowing some of that weight into our hands. Here we can let go of anything we've been holding on to in our heart, anything that has been tainting the way we communicate. So here we want to forgive. And that always starts with ourselves. So we can say, I forgive myself. And I forgive everyone else. I forgive myself. And I forgive everyone. And here's what we can just give a little massage to our forehead. We all know that we can hold tension here, and that is a manifestation also of this center if we're holding on to things in our thoughts. So sometimes just physically allowing it to be released can be helpful. And with our left hand now, we're gonna pull our Kundalini up, our energy up one more time from the center of our body, from the base of our spine to the top of our head. At the top of our head, we're gonna push the energy down on the left side of our body. So we're gonna pull it up the center and push it down the left. So I was feeling more heaviness and heat on my left side. So I want to encourage my energy to be in the center and not more on the right or on the left. If you've been feeling more on your right hand, you can do the opposite. You could rise up with your right hand and push down your right hand. So this is again another balancing technique to just help us find the center in our meditation. And then the final one, bring your hand back up to the top of your head. Apply a little bit of pressure. See what you can feel on the top of your head. And we'll just sit in silence for a few moments with our attention at the top of our head. If any thoughts are distracting us still at this time, we can just say, I surrender my past, and I surrender my future. Let me just feel the joy of the present. And when you're ready, you can slowly open up your eyes. Sometimes during our meditation, if you've been feeling a lot of things on your hands, sometimes it's nice to just kind of rub your hands a little bit, again, to release that tension. And in the same way that we foot soak, sometimes just washing our hands really well can also feel like cleansing our system, especially whatever kind of feels stuck in our hands. So we're gonna conclude our meditation this evening all together by raising our Kundalini, raising up our energy, giving ourselves a bandhan. So thank you everyone for joining today and for letting me lead this evening's meditation and foot soak. I always feel so much more in these collective settings. So it's really so interesting and rewarding to meditate with so many of you from all over the country and have such a unique experience of this moment and this group that I think is different every single time. So I think we will be playing 5-10 more minutes of music if anyone wants to stay and continue meditating. But otherwise, have a wonderful evening. And I hope your meditation and foot soak was peaceful and joyful and sets you up to have a beautiful rest of your evening. So thank you, everyone, and good night.